Hello everybody, and we welcome you back to another session where today we will be learning note values. Now you may ask, what is that exactly? Well, you know music consists of various notes, long notes, short notes. By combining these different notes and their various lengths, you can create melodies, harmonies, and chords, and that's what music is all about. So today we are going to learn about notes, some of your basic notes and their values, and we're going to learn how to count and clap them. So let's start out with the names of the notes and then learn their values. And when we talk about values, we talk about how long you will hold that note. Now, the first basic note that we're going to learn just three basic notes today. Our first note looks like this. It's a note head is shaded in with a stem attached to it. And the name of this note is called a quarter note. Our second note that we're going to learn is an open note head with a stem attached, and that is called a half note. Okay. Our last note that we're going to learn about today is just a large open oval, and the name of this note is called a whole note. Okay, there's no stem attached to the whole note. Now, when we're talking about their values, it means how long you will hold that note, and you will hold that note based upon a certain unit that we call beats. Okay, the beat is basically the musical unit that's used to determine and to count how long you will hold a particular note. Now, a quarter note will actually get one beat. And I hope that looks like a beat to you. Yes. Half note will actually get 2 beats. You will hold that note for 2 beats. And then the whole note you will actually hold for 4 beats. Okay? So quarter note, 1 beat. Half note, 2 beats, equal 2 beats. And then a whole note will equal 4 beats. Now we actually clap the notes to actually practice determining how long you will actually hold that note. So let's practice counting the values. Now, we already said the quarter notes will get 1 beat each. Now, we talked about earlier measures, and we already know what measures are. And we have here a bar line just dividing the two measures. So a measure is how we group the various notes. Each measure has to have the same amount of beats. So we have 4 quarter notes. If we add up the values of all those 4 quarter notes, you will have a total of 4 beats. And then the second measure we have here, we have 2 half notes. Each half note will get 2 beats each. So if we go back to the quarter notes, we have 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat. Then we have 2 beats, 2 beats. Each one of these, that equals 4. And this measure actually equals 4. So we already know that each measure has the equal number of beats. So that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so all right, so all right. I wanted to erase that, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and just clap. Every time we clap, we're going to clap for the value of that beat. So if we clap the quarter notes, or if we tapped, in this case, the quarter note, it would be like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then the second measure, we will hold it for 2 beats before we go on to the next beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. If we put that together, this is what it will sound like. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. We repeat it again. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. Now we have a whole note here. How many beats will a whole note get? A whole note will get 4 beats. So we will actually hold that note for 4 beats. As we say, actually we're going to change the counting to where we count up to 4. Okay? And so we will hold that note while we count to 4. So we would actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 for that half note, and then 3, 4, 1, 2, and then the last half note 3 and 4. Now, if we were to tap this, this is what it would sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's tap it without even hearing the counting. See what the rhythmic pattern sounds like. Okay? So, there you have it. We will be practicing these 3 notes and their values. And we will start out with that. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to practice on your own these 2 rhythmic patterns. You will write the values at the bottom. And then I would like for you to clap or tap those 2. Okay, be prepared to clap or tap those in class tomorrow. And then we will discuss these practice rhythmic patterns. And then we will practice in your own groups tomorrow, coming up with your own rhythmic patterns. So, until then, I would like to say, let's get to practicing on those. And remember, practice makes perfect. All right, so see you then.